welcome to this review of Anand Prakash pencils. These are unique pencils which come with these amazing trinkets at the end. So, this will not be a typical review of the pencil as a mere writing instrument. This will go slightly beyond what I generally do with pencils, and I'll talk a little bit more about the aesthetic and what I like and what I don't like about the idea of this pencil along with the pencil itself. A little bit of background: Anand Prakash is a boutique design house that does a lot of these quirky designs, and they have a vast range. You can visit their website and check it out if you want. And this one specifically is, they call it the pencil with a trinket. Let me start with writing. So, this is the Anand Prakash pencils. These pencils again are extremely special for me because they were gifted to me. However, if I have to talk to you about it, I have to check their price, which is bad. But each pencil is about rupees 350, which loosely translates to about 3.5 US dollars, which is expensive, especially considering that most Indian pencils that we get here are about rupees 5 or 5 cents. So that's a huge markup. But is it worth it? I would say yes, but not for a daily writer, not as a writing instrument per se, but if you're looking as something that you want to keep as a souvenir or as a gift for someone you care about, it is absolutely amazing. I got the one with cycle because cycling happens to be one of my all time joys. So it was a very thoughtful gift. Let's evaluate this as a pencil. So, as a pencil, it is also very good. It has a triangular cross section and it has a beautiful lead. It is soft, it is smooth, it is not very dark. I, in fact, wrote to Anand Prakash asking them if they can share what pencil they use or if it is made in house. I did not get any response. I got a response, but I did not get any information in that response. So I don't know. But this is a good pencil. Just on its own merit, if we remove the entire handmade artisanal pencils angle from this pencil, ARTIS, let's just say this is artisanal pencils, it is still very good. It is enjoyable to write with. These charms, they call these charms and not trinkets. So they have a variety of charms available. Last I checked, I think they had somewhere around 10 or 15, something like that, options. Some of the other ones that were really interesting were peacock, and they had a peace sign as well. And I think they have the tree of wisdom as well. So yes, some very, very nicely thought through charms. I think they say it's 24 karat gold plated. Yes. So they do claim, and I don't have a reason to doubt the claim. Again, this pencil is so pretty, I barely use it. So if you compare it, it's almost the full length. This one I have not even. Oh, the comparison was off camera. So here it is. I have barely even used it, but it is a lot of fun to use whenever I do use it. In fact, this is something I noticed just now. You can see that there is handwritten text in Devanagari like script over here. So, what these guys say, what Anand Prakash says is that this is made from historical Indian paper. And I asked them, why do you have it on historical paper? I didn't get a response. Presumably, that paper might have some value. I don't know why documents are being destroyed. Not destroyed. What would you call it? Would you call it destruction? Or would you call it upcycling? Or would you say utilization? I don't know. The other question is, if they are not in any archive and they are not documents of any importance, then what would have happened to them if these guys did not repurpose them into pencil covers and casings? It is quite interesting when you start thinking through all of these, but also I hope there's at least a digital archive of whatever documents that they are converting into these covers. But then again, what about privacy and access rights? Who has access to it? What is written on those papers? I somehow treasure words written on pages long back, a long time back. So, in fact, let me try and read what is here. I think it says Justi Jarisha. Can you see it? Let me just zoom out and bring it closer. I can't read what this is. This reminds me of that old script. Babylon is where it was written, I think. And it was originally made to keep records or by accountants and by tradespeople. So I hope it's not just that on this paper, or maybe I hope it is just that on this paper. The other part that is interesting are these charms. Now, as you can see, they are very pretty, but the triangular pencil and this cap around it, I have asked them whether these are reusable on other pencils after this pencil is done. Um, Ideally, I would have liked the design to be more adaptable. If they'd given something which, after you're done with this pencil, you can remove and put on some other pencil, then the charms would effectively have infinite life. I have a thing for products that are made to endure. So I don't have a response on how they've designed it and whether it is compatible with any other pencils. And honestly, I'm too scared, given the sentimental value of these pencils. I'm too scared to try and pluck it off and then find that it cannot even get back onto this one. So I'll use this pencil as long as I do, and once it's done, maybe, which will most likely never happen because I tend to use it very sparingly. That's a missed opportunity, I feel, to do this. A simple adapter. But of course, see, this is just a piece of string. Worst case scenario, you can just cut the string and thread another piece of something around something else and make do with a charm that you can use for yourself, maybe, but that's not what has been designed into it. Also, I've asked what these pencils are, whether they're made by the manufacturer, by themselves, or they outsource them. How many man hours of effort really goes into making each pencil? Because if you're selling at a 350 by 5, that is approximately 70x premium on a regular pencil. And if you compare even with the premium pencils in India, that's about 35 to 40 rupees for a pencil. That's still a 10x premium. I had hoped they would tell me something about the effort, the stages, the process, and why it has intrinsic value. They didn't. Regardless, the product stays awesome. It is very well made. I think they have two or three different series of these pencils in different colors and different types of charms. You can check out if you Google this. Maybe that should be one of the top results that shows up. It's called Anand Prakash. The weight, the balance, I think this end cap of the charm adds a good weight at the end. And overall, I think it is, I find it a fun pencil to use. In fact, recently, I'm not sure if which one I'll publish first, but this is a Hidesign case which comes in with pencils that are wrapped with something that feels like leather. I'm not sure if this is animal leather or vegetable leather, but Anand Prakash has done a better job with their pasting, or maybe paper is easier to paste inherently than whatever material Hidesign is using because this comes off. If you enjoy these, check both the videos out. I think they make four amazing gifts. For your own use, maybe buy it as a commemorative pencil or something that brings joy by looking at it, having it around, and using it intermittently instead of a daily driver pencil that you use purely for the writing aspect of it. There is more to both of these pencils. Unlike the high design, which requires a larger sharpener, this works with regular lead pointers or sharpeners. Lead pointers, sorry, regular pencil sharpeners. Did I just before we go? Did I ask you to subscribe yet? You don't have to, but if you like these kind of videos and these deep dives, this is not actually the typical content that you find on the channel. I'd encourage you to look at the kind of videos that I make. And if you enjoy any of those or some of those and would like to see more, consider subscribing. And that, my friends, is all I have to say about that. Thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.